NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They run the counter. Carson, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Here's Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Carson. And he'll get it down in the play to the 37. A gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st down, Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
They're not even trying.
He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run it and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, trying to convert. 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alton Robinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown and field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they throw an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, here's Wentz. A quick pass to Cup. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Wentz. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Wentz now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He don't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
To try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
First down, Seahawks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Penny, the 1st down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wilson. He's intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. This is taken at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On the handoff, it's Akers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
So many times in my career, I heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On play action, Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. And this will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As the clock has stopped with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson being chased out left. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down now, Akers. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Akers. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On third down, it's Carson, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try to break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Almost special! Almost special!
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And they'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Seattle.
Take 4, take 4. 14.
They run it with Carson. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Leonard Floyd. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big, following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Mike 20, run back up. That's not no. Hey, Mike 20.
Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. On play action, it's Wentz. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
46 down, man. 5-4. Mike's by 4. I got you.
Now Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
54. Sunday. Check.
To throw is Wentz. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Akers. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and a couple, Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. The 20. And all the way in and touchdown, Seattle.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, in following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond.
Akers hit. He coughs it up. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him, comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Wentz.
That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's got room. boom! And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On first down, Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw again is Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.